Motive Gang, what is good? This is your dark-skinned girl with a motive, Poko, and welcome to the Melanin Motive, where we have candid conversations about navigating life as we know it in our 20s and in our 30s. This is a map, a melanin manual, a GPS coordinate, if you like, to figure out this maze we are calling life. We are all trying to figure it out. Why not figure it out together? Hey, yes. I know a lot of you are like, girl, where have you been? You left us, you dropped us. Okay, hold on. Let me hold your hand when I say this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but we're back. Your dark-skinned girl with a motive is back. And you know what? This girl has a motive to make the unseen feel seen and the underrepresented feel represented. I know what it feels like to not feel like, oh my gosh, people see me for me. And you know what? We're going to keep fighting for that because these are the spaces we want to create. And so if you feel like you know someone that would love to join a community like this and, just to, impart wisdom on one another, because I for sure don't know what I'm doing here on earth. And I know you don't too. But if we can impart wisdom on one another, I think that would be a great help. Welcome to the Melanin Motive. Yes. Happy New Year. I know it's the new year. It's 2025. New hairdo, new me. I don't know. It's giving. It is giving. And I'm, grateful to God that I have made it into the new year. But, getting into the new year has not been easy. And there's been a whole lot of turmoil going on in my head and the overthinking and, just feeling incompetent, feeling unwanted, feeling unworthy, feeling all kinds of feelings because of, how the last 2 years have gone for me. I have been traumatized. Do you know what rocking the boat is? I just feel like 2023 and 2024, babes, you rocked my world. You literally rocked my world. And I have to be honest with you guys, I've been very traumatized because when I first went through, a bad experience or the bad experiences in 2023, I thought, you know what, it's fine. We had that. I know that God's going to make it better in 2024. 2024, it's my year. Yeah, we crunk, we lit, we inside. Got into 2024 and babe. When I tell you that I was humbled, when I tell you that I went through ebbs and flows and so much growth and, a lot of things, heavy things, went on in 2024 that I was just like, yeah, I am silent and silenced. And yeah, I think it's not fun, when you go through life and life has a lot of humbling that it's doing to you. And I think that's just the theme of the 20s. It's the theme of adulthood, actually. It's how humble you become and how humbled you are by life and its ebbs and flows. And it throws something at you and you thought you could handle it. And here you are struggling, to handle it. And so for me, getting into, the new year of 2025, I have not been hopeful. I'm like, what am I looking forward to already? 2023 and 2024 was such a, shit show for me. Why am I looking forward to a new year? Why am I going to say, oh my gosh, new year, new me, if how I feel or what happens in the year literally just, makes my whole world, fall apart. So I have not been feeling very optimistic and energetic and excited, just like everybody is. And I think, with the pressures of the new year starting and, the world and everybody getting into routines, people are, getting into new gym memberships, going back to the gym, starting a diet, writing down their goals, vision boards, new things that they want to try out, hobbies. There's a lot of things that people are starting in the beginning of the year, and it's very fitting. And I just have not been very excited to get into the new year because I'm just like, well, the last time I said new year, new me, that was thrown back into my face. So why am I being hopeful right now? And I remember even speaking to a friend, about maybe 3 days before the new year. And I said to her, I don't know how I'm feeling because I feel like I ended the year very unsettled with myself. The things that were happening around me and why I disappeared is because something happened to me and I was just like, you know what? I'm good. So I'm just going to keep quiet. Like, I think I just need a break for myself and for my spirit, because I feel very numb to everything right now. I don't know how to speak to God. I don't know what to say to him. Quite frankly, I'm quite upset with him. Quite frankly, I'm just not impressed with him at this moment. And so I'm just going to go silent. And you know, that's another humbling, you know, that adulting does. But yeah, I just felt, you know, very unsettled. And I said to my friend that, like, I've been feeling like this, you know, this entire December, and, you know, trying to find happiness, small joys and little things. But, you know, the new year's coming in like 3 days, and I don't know if I have the strength to get it together by the 1st of January. I don't think I have it. I don't, you know, I'm carrying heavy things, and I don't think I can be like, right, it's the 1st of Jan, we're changing our lives, we're going for it, it's our year, I don't have the strength nor the stamina. Count me out for this year. I will just go with the flow, because every time I try to, you know, control something, do something, it just doesn't go my way. And I'm at a point where I'm just like, no, you know what, God, you take the wheel, you do what you need to do. I don't even have anything to say to you. I'm done. And so the whole of, you know, the festive season and getting into the new year, I've just been somber. When I got into the new year, unfortunately, I did not snap into the whole new year. I was still feeling very like, oh my God, why do I still feel the same? Why do I feel like I still have the residue of 2024 on me? Because what a year, and good riddance that it's gone. I don't mean to sound bitter, but wow, really? You treated me like that, life, you know? But you know what? It's cool. No, it's not. I have not been okay. But, you know, I've been, you know, thinking to myself, you know, how a lot of, you know, society and how we, you know, go on into the new year, and we're excited for things that we feel that we need to start the year off strong. But maybe we should start the year off soft. Maybe we should start the year off slow. I don't know. I feel like sometimes with the world and the rushing of the world, you know, you feel the need to, you know, be taken by the waves and go along with it. And I just felt the need to not do that. And I've just, you know, been okay with accepting where I am and how I've been, you know, presently in my body, in my emotions, how I feel. I can just feel in my body that I get ready, you know, for 2025. I have not been ready and, you know, equipped to take on this new year and take on this mantle and write your new goals and look forward to your new goals and, you know, go out there and achieve something. I have not had that stamina. And I know that a lot of people have been feeling the same way as me. And I just want to say to you that it's okay. It's okay to start the year off slow and, you know, feel like you don't have everything figured out. I know I don't have everything figured out. In fact, there's a whole lot of clarity that I need to, you know, get, you know, from planning out my life and what I'm doing differently in my life and, you know, the kind of jobs I'm getting into. Do I pivot in my career? And, you know, removing my worth from, you know, having, you know, a job and removing my worth from that, you know, because I sometimes feel like I'm attaching my worth to things, like attaching my weight and who I am to a job and my identity to a job. And as soon as that was taken away from me, I've just been in limbo, you know, and disappointed and rejected. And I'm just like, you know what, God, I don't know what to say to you. And so in this time, I want to say to you that I get it. But I just want to remind you that we serve a living God. And this God is 10 toes down, always showing up for us. Even on days where I don't show up to a table to come and sit and talk to him and pray to him, he always is there. He always is sat there at the same time that we are meeting to come and talk about the things that we hope for, to come and talk about the dreams that I hope for, and the dreams that I want to pursue, and the places that I want to go. And I have not been meeting him there because of this pity party that I've been throwing for myself. And this pity party, haifeli, it doesn't finish, it's been a pity party for about 40 days and 40 nights. Legit been 40 days and 40 nights, because when was the last time I uploaded? And then comes that guilt of, but I still haven't committed to the things that I said I was going to do. But it's like, but Poko, what about your feelings? What about how you feel right now? You have not been okay. Genuinely, babes, you have been suffering and you still want to show up 100%. But can you? Do you have the capacity? And I haven't. I have not had the capacity. And where I am right now in my life is like, okay, Porks, my girl, the only thing that you can do in this time to give you clarity, to give you hope for the future, to give you hope in the world, is to seek your God and to seek yourself. I think with a lot of the conversations that we've had already on the podcast about people pleasing and the fear of being seen, those things really, really had a big, impact on my life and the things that I did. And so in detaching from those narratives and those things that have, really clouded a whole lot of my life, I've been, removing myself from that people pleasing thing. But now, because I've, placed this boundary and figured that, okay, this is not how I like to be treated, and this is not what I will tolerate, or this is what I will tolerate and this is what I will not tolerate, which has been great for me. Obviously, there's a lot of loss, a loss of friends or people that don't understand you anymore, because I'm evolving and I'm becoming, this rigid bitch. Really just standing on my business and, committing to who Poko is. But in this season, I have to be honest with you, I don't know who Poko is. I don't know what she likes, because of how much of the people pleasing and the validation that I was seeking from people, the perceivement that I would get from them. Is perceivement the right word? I don't even know, but you get what I'm trying to say. All of that created an identity of who Poko was. And now that I've, got things into order or getting things into order, and I've just about have been fixing myself for the past 62 years, I'm lying. But the whole of 2024, oh my gosh, I was such a fixer. But yeah, now that I've been able to, do that, I'm in a place where I'm just like, okay, but then what do you like? Because you're doing those things for people. What are you? What do you like? Who are you? So many questions about me and my life. Crazy. And so I've not been excited about, addressing those questions and, seeing what those things are, because I'm scared of the reality of what my real dreams are, the things that I'm scared to admit to myself, the things that I really want to pursue. What is my purpose here on earth? Am I meant to be here? What am I meant to be doing? Is this the Melanin Motive? And is this my motive? Is this my purpose? Is it really my passion project? And so a lot of questioning of who Poko is, and that's unsettling. And so right now, what I am doing and what I am urging you to do, to start the foundation and to lay the foundation for the beginning of the year and the beginning of the season, is to seek God. I need to seek his kingdom. I need to seek his face. Here trying to find validation in things, people, social media, what people say. But body kali, body seat. BHOD Kesana, because what do you mean you're here, going according to what other people are doing? Figure it out for yourself. Who does your God say you are? You've been made in his image, dead ass. And you're here, just wallowing in the sadness when you serve a God that will move you from one place and take you into abundance of other things. And so I've been playing small with my God. And that's not cute. And so the only thing for me to do right now in this season and in this time is to seek my God and to seek myself. Who am I and who does God say that I am? Who am I and what am I doing differently in this season? What are the patterns that I'm changing? Who am I in being present instead of looking at the future or the past? I can't change what I did back then, even though I scream at the embarrassment of the things that I used to do. Like people pleasing. Or, like thinking about the future and the things that I could change if I just start now. Or, what if this doesn't work out? Girl, bye. Like, I need you to just calm down, relax, breathe, go outside and touch grass. I think that's like a big thing. Like, especially last year, my last video, I spoke about how overstimulated I was. And it was a real thing. I felt so overstimulated by social media and people saying, today we're going to learn how to get that man to be your bot. Today we're going to learn how to straighten this hair, bot. Today we're going to learn how to do this eyebrow, BHOD. It's a lot of information that is thrown to us constantly. It wasn't like this back then in the 1960s. People were reading books. People were reading newspapers. People were going outside, touching the grass, seeing trees, hugging trees, being present. And I think that's what we lack a lot of, in society, with our peers, with our friends. I see a lot of us are just, engulfed in the social media world. And it's, it's got a great deal of help, but I just feel like it's just clouding, who we are. And we are forgetting to be present, and we're forgetting to connect with ourselves. And I forgot how to connect with myself. And so in this time, in seeking myself, I want to know what Poko likes differently now. What does she do differently now? She needs to leap and do things and, expose herself to things and ask people for opportunities and just ask. Guys, like I've seen so many TikToks of people saying, like, you never know what could happen when you just ask, when you just knock, when you just seek, the door will be opened. When you knock, the door will be open. When you seek, you shall find. And it says so even in the word of God. Wow. But yeah, like stuff like that is like real. And I think sometimes we forget that with social media and just so many things distracting us, work distracting us, and the pressures of it, and the pressures of, just life in general, and growing up, and, the ebbs and flows of life, and adulthood, and bills, and, what is the next career? It's a lot. But I need to remind myself to be present. And so that is my focus, seeking God and his word, and remembering that the words in the word of God are affirmations, and I'm meant to be, affirming myself. And I'm just seeking who Poko is in this season, painting this canvas, all kinds of different colors, cutting my hair, becoming someone different, just stepping into the unknown and just touching things, just so that I can see what's going on, and, planting myself in new places so that I can get new experience, because I think that my fear is holding me back. My trauma is holding me back, and I'm tired of that. And I've been saying, we've got dreams to catch. Ain't nobody trying to be playing small. We're done with that. Okay? Period. And so Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." It is like returning back to your faith, and how faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. And I know sometimes it's like, but I want to see it first before and it's just like, but babe, if you just, continue to keep the faith, and you put your faith and your actions together, my girl, you're there. And you can do it. Small little things, small little habits, small little changes in your daily things, in your routine, in your discipline, in showing up consistently, even if it's messy, even if I don't feel great, even though I have all of these emotions, I will still go out there and to pursue and to push and to know that the things that I am hoping for and the things that I have not seen are going to be greater than I have ever imagined, because of the God that I serve. And what I'm saying to you right now is, girl, get up. Suguma, we've got things to do. The pity party is over. The year has started. I need the vision boards out. I need the goals written down. We've got things to do. This is the last week of January, and I need us to be on our Zoom. Okay? There are things to be hoped for. I know that it's been a crap time, and I know that it's been like, what am I looking forward to? But there is a whole new world. And I'm Jasmine, and I'm trying to be on that carpet, trying every single thing until I am satisfied. And I feel like, you know what? I've explored the whole new world, a whole new world. Okay, let me relax. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. We are back, and we are, putting out the motive. In the comments right now, I want you to put, what are your ins and what are your outs for the year? Just give me one in and one out. For me, my in this year is, you know what, Poko? Show up if you're messy. Show up if you're sad, if you're tired. Just show up. The consistency will literally be what is showing the work, you know? And my out is to definitely just leave the pity parties alone. Stop wallowing for 40 days and 40 nights. Relax. It's not just happening to you. Everybody's carrying a whole lot of heavy things, but you got this, queen, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hit that like button, the subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so you're notified when I upload. We're also on Spotify, so please go ahead and give me a listen, please. Thank you for joining me to Dusk and Go with the Motive, Poko, and we are out.